knows how to listen to the music and be calm when it's playing. Because when the people come, they have a good time playing and we should have a good time listening.
When you listen, you have to just listen and learn about what the music's about. Because if you don't pay attention and you hear other sounds, you just forget about the music.
I think I learnt that when you're listening to music, it's not just about hearing the music, it's about thinking about what the music is actually telling you and why the person might have wrote that music.
My favourite part is when we went to Shoreditch Town Hall to see the Apollo.
I don't think I've seen that many people play together ever on some instruments. I didn't even know what they were.
It was different because when the people that are playing are just opposite you, it sounds really nice that you can really hear how the instruments are.
It made me sort of wonder what's the structure of classical music.
At the end, they played the Simpsons music.
I always thought it was played not by real instruments, but I learned that it was played by real instruments that they actually did in real life.
I could hear some notes that you can't hear on TV because it's TV and it's not live.
It was different because you could hear all the different instruments and all the strings and everything, and it was really cool. Apollo music was really good, and my favourite part was when we got to try the instruments because I've never really tried those kind of instruments before.
My favourite instrument was the cello because it's like a deep sound and I like loud sounds and I like big instruments.
I've learned that if you're trying to play an instrument and you fail your first attempt, don't give up, because the more you keep trying, the better and better you get, and then one day you'll succeed.
I think I've learned about stories and music a lot because when Apollo Music plays some songs, they do ask us questions like, what image did that create in your mind, or do you recognise that song?
I learned that when they're playing the music, if you close your eyes, there could be a mind movie in your head, and it could be any picture.
Sometimes they made me think of Tudor halls. Sometimes they made me think of the countryside, and occasionally it made me feel like a haunted house.
I like listening to the music because it gives you different feelings. If it sounds low, I get kind of a scary image. If it sounds high, I get a happy image. Sometimes it made me feel quite sad, and sometimes it made me feel quite happy. When they were playing a calm music, it makes me feel like I'm in a different world and I really want to be in it.
I liked when they played the music because it felt like it made me happy, more happy, happy.
I think it's definitely changed the way I think about music.
Now I sort of break it up into different parts and try and listen to the different instruments.
I think it's changed the way I think about music because when the Apollo Music Group played, it was a very touching experience for me.
They made me have a really good feeling about the music that they play, and then I started liking it more and more, and then I started getting into that sort of music.
At first I thought classical was boring and hated it, but now I think it's really cool.